Ooh, interesting one. How do you continuously improve team performance? As with many of my answers to these questions, you don't. Okay? Um, if anybody says they can continuously improve team performance, no, they can't. Right? A team is a collection of people. They are coming together to achieve a common goal. They have skills to allow them to achieve that goal. They can improve. You can't. You can't improve them. I mean, what do? Do you plug a new chip in and install Team Dynamics 4.1? No. What we do as Scrum Masters is create environments where people can improve and hopefully want to improve. That's what we're doing here. Okay? We aren't improving people. We aren't improving teams. They're doing the work. And this is an important distinction. How can I make you better? I can't. I'm here on a regular basis talking to you, but that's it. That's all I can do is I can explain things. I can give you, I'm going to say the benefit of my experience, but it's more the benefit of my mistakes. I can do that, and I can do that freely, and I do. But you have to not only turn up and turn on, you have to pay attention, you have to bring it in, you have to consider it, you have to make use of whatever I'm talking about into your practice. And your team is no different. They're bright people. But if they don't want to be better, you can't make them. So don't worry about making teams better. Don't worry about improving people. They do that work. Instead, think about the environment they're in. Those impediments that they're talking about, the impediments that they're not talking about but you can see, how do you get them removed? Not how do you remove them, because maybe it's not on you. Remember, with anything that is marring the environment in which the team is working, that's a thing that can be improved. Number one, talk as a team. If it's the right time, can we collectively solve this issue? Can we get it? Maybe you as a team member, as a Scrum Master it sits with you. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe it sits with the product owner. Maybe it sits with one or two of the developers, or some combination of all of the above. But as a team, how do we improve the general environment we're in? And if nobody there is, it's your role as a Scrum Master to take that forward into the organisation and find people who can create the data, collect the data so that you can build a story that explains the need for the change that you're asking for. Okay? But you're going to go out every day and have a look at where people are working and think, could this be better? Your role is not that dissimilar to a gardener. When we think of gardeners, what do? Well, they grow plants. Let's make it really basic here. But that's not all they do. They don't make the plants grow for definite. Okay? What do? They go out, they look at the land. Is the soil right? They need to add any nutrients. Are there any weeds? There's a whole load of stuff about gardening that I clearly won't know because I've run out of other ideas. But they're looking not at the plant. You don't shout at a plant for it to grow faster. You create an environment. Does it have enough sunlight? That's a good one for plants. Should remember that. Are the conditions right for that plant to grow? There's no point in me in the UK going out and planting a bunch of desert flowers and cacti and things, because I'll just end up with a bunch of dead plants. It's the wrong conditions. Doesn't matter how much I do about the environment that I can control. I'm in the southeast Midlands kind of area of the UK. It's a bit wet, it's a bit cold, definitely not desert conditions in the hot sunny sense that's in my head. Doesn't matter what I do. Okay? So we have to look at it in the same way. Are we growing the right teams? Are we creating the right things in the right place? Brutally honest, is this organisation one in which teams are going to flourish? Okay. Take a moment, have a think about it. Okay. You are not there to make people be or do anything. You are there to create the conditions in which they can if they want to. Okay. So focus on that. How do I improve the environment? Do I need to do a bit of weeding? Do I need to turn a lamp on because it's been a bit dark? Do I, whatever it is that I've exhausted my gardening metaphor for, Take some time, think about it. Work with the team to improve the environment. Work with the organisation to improve the environment. Work with them all to improve motivation, morale. Create that desire within them to be better. And then, because the environment's in the right place and the people are in the right place, they'll improve. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.